diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Houston's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Houston going up tempo. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lets one fly deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Houston wants to play fast. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
down. Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Reads it, fires complete. Let's talk for a second about Houston. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and goal, they'll throw it. A little release to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Houston going up tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
And here comes money down for this offense.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the house.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They'll send out the kicker here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Houston.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Going with the ground game left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Under fire. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's...
He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougar!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll take it himself. Slithers into space. Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Fires to the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Racing to the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Power football with the run. Turning it on! That's the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to the ground with the running back. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. First play of the drive wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed enough.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Houston offense once again. He leaves it with his back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up to throw. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
West Virginia, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. the gun. The running back has it. He breaks the tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's looking to pass. Floats it out in space. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Lost the throw on first down. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The hand yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
West Virginia, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As
going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And he closed that thing just inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find...
He's running free down the middle. The 40, the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love